Our goal is 1,000 churches, to start 1,000 churches this year. That's the goal. In 2025, we celebrated that we were able to start 800 projects. Think about that. 800 congregations that finally have their own church home. My name is Mike Roth. I'm part of the Global Church Development Team with International Cooperating Ministries, ICM. We partner with indigenous Christian organizations who have a heart to win their nation for Christ. Our vision is to have a healthy church within walking distance of everybody in the world. There are more than 3 billion people in the world who don't have a healthy church close to them and within walking distance. We have more than 300 ministry partners around the world. We come alongside them and resource them. We equip them to reach their nations for Jesus Christ. So we have become known as a church planting ministry. The very first church was built in rural India in 1986. 40 years and 14,000 churches later, God continues to multiply the church. On their own, it could take 9 to 10 years just to try and raise the money to be able to build a church. Now, keep in mind that the cost of an average church now is $25,000. With ICM, we can get the church done in 6 months. ICM has a heart to see the world reach for Jesus Christ. And we're partnering people that want to see their nations reach for Jesus Christ. In Vietnam, there was this church who had been waiting decades, praying for decades. They heard about their opportunity with ICM, that they could get their own church building. Again, praying for decades. There were people who were just selling all their their earrings, their ring, anything they had of value, they were selling it and giving the money so that they could just buy the land. So these people were walking into town. They saw a farmer in the field, and he was a member of their congregation. They looked and they realized he was plowing the field. He had to plow, and his son was working the plow, and he was yoked with this, and he was pulling the plow. He sold his ox. He sold his ox to give it to the church. But there are so many people who have sacrificed and given everything they have so that they can get their own church because they know what it means to them. And just to be a part of that, to be able to help serve them, means everything. I think if you really understand the gospel and are following Jesus, you understand that's what he's been doing for 2,000 years. He's been planting the church. You know, the Great Commission, it drives us as an organization, and I know people who are listening to this are driven by the Great Commission. That's what Jesus called us to do, and we're going to continue to work to change the world.